On this week's episode of Cheap Gear, we have a Casio Tone CT-S1, $200 semi-weighted, 70 sounds. We're going to be comparing it to a digital piano, the Casio Privia PS-1100. We're trying to see if you take out the form factors, the 88 keys, the semi-weighted, all that stuff, just on sound, does the CT-S1 actually stack up against the Casio Privia? You got one that's $200. You can get them a lot cheaper than that, and then you have one that's $700. And I have both of them. I use them for two different things. Now, I'm going to give my opinion at the end. I'm also going to play the samples, and I'm not going to show you what they're being played on. And I'm also going to add in the Ableton stock piano, and I'm going to add in Spitfire Labs' new plugin, the Vintage Keys, just as context, so you can see that, hey, these sounds and how they stack up against, once again, plugins that you would use in a recording scenario. Do the Casio Privia and does the CT-S1, do they pianos even stack up against, say, a stock Ableton piano? So we're going to look into that. I'm going to play these samples. I'm going to put the answers in the description, so if you don't want to see them, just don't look at the description. And then this may surprise you that this, it may surprise you how a $200 keyboard / wannabe digital piano stacks up against the real thing. So we'll play these samples, and then I'll come back and give my opinion. All right, we are back. So, my impressions, and I want to try to keep this as short as possible, on sounds alone, not form factor or anything else. The CTS1 for $200 is a steal. Now, of course, yeah, it doesn't have 700 sounds. Yeah, if you're trying to produce music and everything else with it, nah. But if you just need a set of keys to play or need a set of sounds to write music on or to get your ideas down, this is a wonderful keyboard to do that on. And especially if you have other people, like if you had a drummer that you was playing with, or maybe somebody that was singing, you just needed keys. CTS1 is a wonderful keyboard to play on, and the only thing that I think Casio messed up was the pads. They didn't have to add pads on the piano and the guitar patches. If they left those alone, I'd have been okay. Or if they just kept them to where they wasn't funny acting when you press the keys down. Other than that, the Privia for me is a piano. I don't use any of the sounds on it. Every now and then I go into the app and put the electric piano on, but normally it's just a piano. I don't play any other sounds on the Privia, and I normally have my Privia hooked in the Ableton behind me, and it's a set of keys for Ableton Live for me. I got two other controllers that hit the drum pads or that do the mod wheel and pitch bend, and the Privia is just a set of keys that I'm playing on and being expressive on. As far as sounds go, the Privia has probably one of the best pianos you can buy in the price range, the best sounds. And the funny thing is, the CTS1 has almost the same identical piano on it. So if you say, hey, I don't care about having a weighted piano, I just need something that sounds good that I can play on and be inspired by, the CTS1 is what it is. Now, if you're producing music and you're trying to, have sounds that you're going to use in place of plugins and all that other stuff, no. None of these keyboards that don't do that to yourself. You're not going to find nothing 200 in that situation unless you get a full-on, Yamaha makes a few keyboards that can get you in that direction. But we're talking about keyboards that, hey, you need a keyboard that you're going to come in for rehearsal. You need something that you can kind of put your ideas down on or record your ideas with. Then this is what these two keyboards for. And then for the price, the Roland FP10 may be a little less than the Casio Privia at the time, and it has a better action. But to me, the Privia just sounds a little better, and it's a little lighter. It fits in my desk a lot better. As far as fits right up under there on the keyboard stand I have it on. It plugs in Ableton Live. It's plug and play on everything. The FP10 is too, but to me, the Casio Privia is just a smaller, it's a better form factor. And I just like it a little more than the FP10 if I'm just playing a dry piano. I know Roland has a Supernatural engine, so I'm looking at something that has both the Supernatural and Zencore for a Roland piano later, down maybe next year. But as far as like just having a piano that I take with me and I need weighted keys or I just want to play on weighted keys, I want to do something with that, the Privia is what I would take with me. Now, if I'm not trying to impress anyone, if I just need a keyboard to just lay my ideas down, just need something to play on when I'm on the road or when we're traveling and going to hotels, or we're in a flight and I can't take something that heavy, or I don't want to risk the Privia getting broken in a trip on the airplane, then yeah, the CTS1 is like 8 to 10 pounds or something like that. Even with batteries in it, I think it's 12 pounds. And so you get a pair of rechargeable batteries in it. You plug it in anywhere, and it's a good thing to have. And then the adapter that works on the Privia that the Privia comes with, it works with the Casio tone. It doesn't. You can't change sounds and stuff like that with it, but you can use it with the Korg module and the other apps that I use on the iPhone and the iPad. So it basically, if I don't feel like taking the iRig or another MIDI controller somewhere, I could just take the CTS1 and it plugs and plays with the apps wirelessly with the adapter that came with the Privia. So and I, may make a video down the line showing how that works. But it's a wonderful thing to have. And both these keyboards are awesome keyboards. Especially if you're not trying to spend a lot of money and you're trying to go into music. So I know I got a lot of questions about the CT-S1. I know I'm getting some on the Privia, but I hope this kind of answers the situation. And yeah, the $200 Casio CT-S1 does compare favorably against its bigger brother, the Privia PS-1100. So, in my opinion, so don't fight me in the comments. Don't come for me with the situation, but it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching, supporting. You can like, comment, subscribe. I'm a newer YouTuber, so that helps. And just thank everybody for supporting the videos, and we'll see you again next time.